She didn't come with respect, she came with accusations. She claimed Dakota was cheating, tried to get her hand wraps banned. "She's been knocking these girls out cold," she said, "and nobody says a word. I'll get justice for every fighter she's beaten because she cheated, plain and simple." But Dakota Ditcheva wasn't rattled. She was chasing history, a 10th straight stoppage win against a dangerous, aggressive opponent. The narrative was already written for her. They said Sumiko Inaba had more grit, more toughness, more fight. She was supposed to expose Dakota. Once the bell rang, none of that mattered. In just 3 years as a professional, British-Bulgarian phenom Dakota Ditcheva had already carved out her place as one of MMA's brightest rising stars. A newly crowned PFL world champion, she entered the bout riding an astonishing 9-fight finishing streak. But it wasn't just the numbers that separated her, it was her composure. Calm, calculated, and clinical, Dakota stripped opponents apart with precision rather than emotion. Sumiko Inaba, known as the Lady Samurai, was the complete opposite. Short, powerful, and fueled by chaos, she fought with raw aggression and unrelenting pressure. With 8 wins and only 1 razor-close loss, Inaba had built her reputation on fearlessness. She didn't ease into fights. She stormed forward, throwing leather, absorbing punishment, and growing stronger through pain. In the days before the fight, Inaba tried to get inside Dakota's head, firing off bold trash talk and intimidation tactics. But what she didn't realize was this: Dakota wasn't here to argue, explain, or defend herself. She was here to finish. "She's going to be shocked the first time I hit her," Inaba said. "I don't think she's ever been hit that hard. If I take out the face of the PFL, do I become the face of the PFL?" On July 19th in Cape Town, South Africa, words turned into reality. When the two finally met in the cage, Dakota Ditcheva didn't touch gloves. She wasn't there for sportsmanship, she was there for payback. From the opening seconds, Sumiko Inaba charged forward, claiming the center of the cage and forcing the pace. But every step in came with a cost. Dakota met her aggression with sharp, punishing counters, snapping her head back with clean left hands. Sensing danger at range, Inaba switched tactics, pressing Dakota against the fence to smother her offense and prevent those long, fluid strikes. But that only played into Dakota's strength. Drawing on her Muay Thai background, she reversed positions and dominated the clinch, landing brutal elbows, knees, and short strikes while controlling every exchange. When space finally opened up, Dakota exploded. Crisp combinations ripped to the body and head, each shot landing with intent. Inaba kept marching forward, fearless and relentless, absorbing punishment in search of a brawl. But Dakota was surgical. On the inside, she punished mistakes. On the outside, she picked her moments. Backed briefly towards the fence, she fired knees and left hands straight through the guard, forcing Inaba to wear the damage. By the second round, the difference was clear. Dakota stayed calm and precise, while Inaba grew more desperate, charging in without movement or setup. One final entry was all it took. Inaba walked straight into Dakota's trap and paid for it with crushing knees to the body and head. The accusation had been answered, not with words, but with violence. A sharp right-hand combination sent Inaba reeling, forcing her to retreat as Dakota closed the distance once again. She was holding up better than most, but the damage never stopped coming. What followed was a relentless barrage that made one thing clear: Dakota Ditcheva possesses one of the most complete and intelligent striking arsenals in women's MMA. Every exchange flowed in one direction. Dakota ripped shots to the body, followed by slicing elbows and perfectly timed knees. Inaba attempted to change the narrative with a takedown, knowing that standing with Dakota was a losing battle. But even then, she couldn't keep Dakota guessing long enough to create real danger. The Lady Samurai showed her toughness, absorbing concussive blows from brow to chin without folding. Hawaiian grit kept her upright, but grit alone wasn't enough. Yet instead of celebrating, Dakota looked disappointed. She revealed afterward that she had injured her left arm in the 3rd round and fought through the pain until the end. "I think I've injured my left arm," she said. "I'm more gutted because I've been out so long, came back and got injured again, but I hope you guys enjoyed it." Dakota praised Inaba's toughness, but the fight became a valuable lesson.
Not every opponent can be knocked out. Sometimes greatness means controlling the fight for all 3 rounds. In the first 2, Dakota punished the disrespect. In the third, even with a broken hand, she cruised to the finish while remaining twice the fighter. On this night, the self-proclaimed samurai was outclassed in every department. The event itself marked a historic moment, the first major MMA card held in Africa, and Dakota paid tribute to the crowd. Looking ahead, her next challenge may come against reigning PFL flyweight champion Liz Carmouche. Once fully healed, Dakota will face one of the most accomplished veterans in the sport, a true test that could define the next chapter of her career. For now, Dakota Ditcheva remains undefeated, newly contracted, and firmly on the rise. Where does this fight rank among Dakota's best performances? Let us know in the comments and check out more Dakota Ditcheva content right here on the channel.